In contrast to what some people say, I personally really like the Spyro circuit for a number of reasons, ranging from its visual brilliance to its intriguing layout, so today, we're gonna talk about it.
I'm fired up and ready to go.
He's challenged every driver to race him on his own personal track. Hold up, I'm being told Spyro won't be alone.
After really jumping back into Crash Team Racing this season with the Spyro Grand Prix, and frankly loving the new content, I was surprised to see some people across the internet take a real dislike to the circuit. After considering a number of the points I've seen made about its potential downfalls, I wanted to briefly give my take on the subject and express why I really enjoyed the track. I'm really keen to hear what you have to say too, no matter what side of the debate you're on, so please once you've watched this video remember to leave your thoughts down in the comments, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Spyro and Crash content. So before we dive into this video, it's probably best I state my bias on this. I'm a big Spyro fan, so I was always going to enjoy the circuit, and this is just my opinion. I can see why people would totally disagree with it, so although I urge you to let me know if your opinion differs to mine, be sure to do that in at least a slightly respectable manner. Anyway, I really do feel as though my reasoning is much stronger than just blinded favouritism, so please do hear me out. Before we talk about the layout of the track, let's chat about its beautiful look and the immersion into the Spyro universe it offers. The first thing we have to discuss is that the track is actually made up of a few Spyro realms. You race from the artisan's homeworld, through the Dark Hollow inspired library, which is my personal favourite bit, and then through the magical Hive Caves inspired section of the track. I'm also convinced that the floating platforms are inspired by Wizard Peak, but the Activision blog makes no mention of that. Those bits are definitely Magic Crafters inspired though. The incorporation of multiple realms into this one circuit is exactly the formula I wanted, and using Hyperspaceway for inspiration for transitions between realms too works wonderfully. As I mentioned in my initial reaction video to the content of the Grand Prix, I adore how immersed into the Spyro universe the circuit really is. It feels far deeper than just a standard CTR track with a Spyro lick of paint added for aesthetics. Instead, it's interactive. You can use the statues of dragons to attain a jump boost, drive through Spyro portals, dodge wizards and their projectiles, and jump across those suspended platforms. It's so immersive, and it doesn't stop there either. The Wumpa Fruit have been replaced with gems. Each colour of gem gives a different value, just as they do in the Reignited trilogy by the way. Spyro chests have replaced power-up crates, and Sparks is also the mask for all Spyro characters. For Spyro fans then, this is a stunning dream of brilliance, a dream no other circuit can really offer. However, the immersion and beauty of the track isn't really the debate though, is it? Most people love the look, but it's the layout where contention arises and where I want to give my own take on a couple of the complaints. The first criticism of the layout I want to address is the view that its often narrow and twisty nature is not friendly towards racing at high speeds we see on other circuits, and consequently, it's a big blow that it's impossible to reach top speed and achieve blue fire. In some ways, I understand this criticism, and in truth, it would be disingenuous of me to say I wouldn't have loved to race at blue fire speed through a more open level such as Treetops with its incredible jumps. However, as with a lot of things like this, I try and look at the positives and what a track offers rather than what it doesn't. For me, instead of the crazy high speed racing we see on so many other tracks, the Spyro circuit offers a different challenge which requires racers to have a really nice flow and consistency to drift and be quick around the bends. Not only does this make the Spyro circuit a joy to drive, but it also means that essentially it's trickier to extract those extra seconds of time than it is around other tracks, and therefore, ability wise, people seem closer. Linking on to this, another criticism which has been placed at the door of the new circuit is the fact that there's seemingly no shortcuts. I find the shortcuts in CTR just as interesting to discover and utilise as the next person, but coupled with the really nice flow and consistency required to drive the Spyro circuit, the fact that it doesn't have any shortcuts for more experienced racers to further press home their advantage means some of the racing I've seen take place on this circuit is the closest I've seen in the whole game. Now, the very best racers will always be the best, no matter what circuit you put them on, but for the rest of us mere mortals, I truly believe that the closer racing around this circuit caused by its characteristics is a breath of fresh air. Ultimately, I think the Spyro circuit is a fascinating challenge to drive, and because finding time can often be challenging, it's great to try and extract every second from every jump and corner. So the beautiful look and feel of the circuit, on top of the fact I quite enjoy its design and the close racing it brings, are the reasons I'm such a fan of this circuit. What do you think though? Do you love the Spyro circuit like me, or are you just not a fan, and why? Let me know down in the comments and I'm sure I'll get back to you. If you have enjoyed and found this interesting and want to see more Crash and Spyro content, be sure to share this video with a friend, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon.